Okay, before we go on, can you please give us a brief introduction of yourself and your kids?
Hi, I'm Solatido맘. Sola and Tito are the names of my twin daughters. You know, do, re, mi, fa, sola, Tito. Yeah, their names are taken from the musical scale.
Wow. Okay.
안녕하세요. 저 지금 운전 중인데요. 여기 지금 주차장이에요, 주차장. 여러분, 오해하시면 안 돼요. 그리고 저 이거 카메라 안 볼 거예요. 제가 지금 사실은요, 영어 라디오 방송을 하러 왔습니다. 지금 굉장히 떨리는데 이 역사적인 순간을 여러분과 함께 나누고 싶어서 카메라를 켰어요. 근데 준비를 많이 못해가지고 제가 이런 것도 처음이고 해서 많이 저를 것 같아요. 왜 랩에서 왜 좀 실수하면 전다고 하죠? 그래서 저를 것 같아요. 지금 너무 막 떨리는데 일단 요번에 해가지고 방송 잘 하면은 이 영상 공개하고 만약에 막 버벅거리고 절면 이 영상은 그냥 묻히는 거예요. 바이바이. 아무튼 저 그래서 지금 뭐냐면 엄마표 영어를 주제로 하는 토크쇼거든요. TBS 그 English 라디오 방송이라고 하더라고요. 그래서 아무튼 잘 하고 오겠습니다. 엄마표 영어에 대해서 많이 유익한 얘기를 나누고 오면 좋겠네요.
Toddlers, and she is apparently using a method known as 영어 for children's English education. So your twins are 3 years old?
Yes.
A very nice age.
I used to live in New York for 10 years and I came back to Korea about 5 years ago. And now I'm running my own 엄마표 English study group and also have my YouTube channel called 솔라시도맘 English.
Okay. What kind of education are they getting right now? Daycare center? Or?
Yeah, daycare center because they're too young yet. So the only thing they're doing is to go to daycare center Monday through Friday.
Do they have fun there, you think?
Yeah, they love to go to the daycare center. Yeah, every morning they say, "Mommy, let's go." It's time to go to school.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, in your opinion, do you think that kids' education, is that an area that parents must get involved in?
Yeah, I think parents should feel obligated to figure out what their kids like. In my case, I majored in dance in college.
In dance?
Yes,
Okay.
and it was my mother who led me to this field. And I still remember when I was little, I used to like dancing a lot in front of people. So my mother saw me that I had a talent for it. So she took me to the dance academy. Then I was able to go to art, middle, and high schools. Yeah, so until I had Solatido, I continued my career in dance. And like for 28 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Modern dance or?
I did a Korean traditional dance and contemporary dance.
Both at the same
both.
time.
I feel like it was my destiny and I really enjoyed doing it. I still appreciate my parents for finding my way. And if it weren't for my mother, I wouldn't have been able to follow my passion and develop it. Yeah.
But can you tell us, for instance, right now in Korean society, for young kids and young mothers and dads as well, compared to maybe your generation and even mine, I guess, do you think, how important has English education become?
I think nobody can deny that English is the most important language these days in Korea. A lot of parents want to send their kids to English kindergartens these days.
Right. Definitely.
And because English opens doors to kids for developing themselves into global professionals later. So I think it's getting more competitive. Like opportunities to learn English are greater than ever before. There are so many good English learning centers out there. And I heard that some parents even line up early in the morning to register for a course in English kindergartens. I've seen so many kids who speak English really well, but in my day, among my friends, we weren't that good.
What do you think though? Because the logic behind that was that they need to learn their mother tongue first. Do you agree?
Honestly, wow, it's very hard to answer.
Hard to answer.
But I'm the person who thinks the earlier the better. And the reason I studied on my pure English that early was because of a theory. It is called Noam Chomsky theory. The theory goes that if we expose our kids to a second language before 36 months old, they can accept it as their mother tongue. And when I heard of it, because one of my friends introduced me this theory, and when I heard of it, I was like, oh, it makes sense. Okay, then I will do it right away.
Even before 36 months old.
I think it's the best stage to start.
So that means you don't think there's an age where kids are too young?
No.
Okay.
And I think most moms who are doing 엄마 pure English might think the same.
It's no secret that English education provided at schools in Korea is mainly focused on teaching grammar. I think they still do that. So this means that the students are taught mainly technical skills, right? So do you agree with this method?
Agree with what method?
Grammar focused on grammar. Do
I agree? No, not at all.
Okay.
Yes. Because I was one of those typical students who went through the old-fashioned system. I started really focusing on English pretty late when I was in early adulthood.
Okay.
So I moved to New York when I was 25.
25.
Yes, until the age I couldn't speak English at all.
Okay.
At all. So
Wow.
and to live in the US, I had hard time because I had to, improve my English. I put a lot of effort on, improving my English, and it was very tough transition.
I see.
So studying our kids early as parents can help them avoid that experience later. And I still remember when I was in college in the US, I met many international students from all around the world. They could speak English so well.
Right.
Yeah, so I asked them if they got any other private English education for it, but most of them answered no. So I was very surprised by it. On the other hand, there were Korean students like me, and they used to always get good comments on their papers from the professors. But when they had the presentations, they became so shy suddenly.
I know, right? To speak up, right?
Yeah, and they couldn't speak. So unfortunately, they couldn't present what they prepared.
Even though they're super smart, right?
Yeah, of course. They're so good at writing and reading. So I feel like there's definitely problem with English education
In
in
general,
Korea.
what are your thoughts about English education provided by the government?
I think more speaking classes should be provided at schools, but I know it's gonna be very hard because it's all about budget.
Right.
Yes, and compared to the number of students, the number of the native English tutors are definitely lacking.
So, can you tell us more about how this 엄마표 English works?
I've been just communicating with my kids in English since they were born.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like
Very dedicated.
like everyday stuff like we do in Korean. And of course they didn't understand first what I said. And until they got to 24 months, they couldn't speak. So I wasn't so sure if they understood what I said. But I just kept trying to talk to them in English. And then as time went on, they started understanding because I knew that by watching their reaction and later their replies. So I feel like it is paying off.
It's getting to them.
Yes.
As well, or is it mainly about talking with them?
Mainly talking in English, but also I read English books and sing English songs, something like that. And I try to surround them with English media, like Peppa Pig and English kids show on YouTube, rather than Korean shows.
I see. And also, you did talk about how when you moved to New York and you were 25 and you didn't speak the language. So was that a part of it that motivated you to try and, teach your kids like this?
Yes. So I thought if I studied English much younger, I would have been much better the earlier like my kids are now.
I see. When did you really pick up the language when you were in New York? How long did it take you?
For me, it was fast.
It was pretty fast.
Because the schools I went to were dance professional schools. So my friends were very open-minded.
Oh, I see.
And I really used to hang out with them all the time.
You also have your own YouTube channel for teaching English, 엄마표 English. And I also understand that you have a study group with other moms. So, I mean, you could have just done this for yourself. Why did you want to go out and teach, and share this with other moms?
Yeah, I didn't mean to teach 엄마표 English from the beginning. Since I studied 엄마표 English, I started posting videos of my kids interacting with me in English. I mean, on my Instagram.
Okay.
So people around me and my Instagram followers started asking me questions like, wow, how did you do that? What are you doing for it? Everyone was curious.
Oh.
And some of them told me, why don't you upload those videos on YouTube? It's gonna be more helpful to them. So, okay, why not? Yeah, that's how my YouTube channel and study group started.
Do you have a big following?
No, it's been just like 6 months. So now I have only like 500 subscribers.
So what's the response from moms?
Mothers who are coming to my class try to copy what I do. Now they've seen the outcome I've seen from my kids.
Do you have anyone who's negative on this? Korean first?
Some of my friends used to tell me like that. But once they saw the videos of my kids speak English, they changed their mind. Now they're following what I'm doing.
So your kids, I mean, they also are able to speak in Korean too, right?
Yes, both languages, because they also spend a lot of time on in daycare center.
Where Korean is spoken.
Of course, yeah.
Okay. Ah, I see. And at home, they
speak
get English.
Yes.
Then with your husband too, I mean, do you all speak English together?
No, I mostly speak in English, but my husband grew up in the US, so he's like native speaker.
I see.
But he's trying not to.
At least before you go, do you think this method of teaching moms to teach their own kids, do you think it can be applied to other areas of education outside of English? I don't know, like math, or do you think, or is it only language focused?
I've never thought about it, but I think it can be used in other areas too, because keeping our kids exposed to as much knowledge as possible can only help in every subject. An example might be that families that watch a lot of documentaries will raise children that do better at science and history, I think.
Thank you again for coming in today.
Thank you for having me here. Yeah,
that was
really good.
Yes, for us too. That was 이지원, and she was here to talk about 엄마표 English.
제가 드디어 방송을 끝내고 왔는데요. 잘 모르겠어요. 좀 저른 것 같아요, 많이. 제가 영어를 너무 이렇게 풀리 한 지가 너무 오랜만이어가지고 많이 저른 것 같아요. 그래서 제가 한번 라디오 들어보고 이 정도면 들어줄만 하다 그러면 제가 여러분들한테 쉐어를 하고요. 이건 도저히 못 듣겠다 이러면은 그냥 없던 일로. 근데 진짜 제가 이번에 이 방송하면서도 느끼는 건데요. 제가 나갔던 라디오 방송에 그 사회자가 영어를 너무 잘하세요. 진짜. 그래서 제가 여쭤봤거든요. 왜 이렇게 잘하시냐? 비결이 뭐냐 여쭤봤더니 그분도 이제 아이의 어머님이신데 그분도 말씀하시기를 자기도 어렸을 때 초등학교 때부터 부모님이 굉장히 노출을 많이 시켜주셨다고 하더라고요. 그래서 저는 되게 지금 몰입이 돼가지고 왔어요. 우리 애들 정말 더 열심히 가르쳐야지. 제가 좀 사실 설렁설렁 사실 저는 하거든요. 근데 아니에요. 진짜 열심히 엄마표 영어를 해야 되겠다라고 많이 느끼고 왔고, 또 제 영어가 정말 많이 부족하다라고 생각을 들더라고요. 저도 이제 다 커서 영어를 배운 거여가지고 한국에 온 지 5년이 됐는데 너무 안 쓰니까 확 줄었어요. 그런데 요번에 이런 라디오 방송하고 나서 되게 저한테도 큰 자극제가 된 것 같아요. 저는 이만 집에 가도록 하겠습니다. See you later. Bye.